good morning, or whenever you listen to what? Energy check. How you feeling? How you doing? Long time coming. I know it's been a minute. Been in some emotional turmoil, or like I used to say, emotional damage. And I just needed to mind my business for a little bit. I just needed to go find some inner peace, because if it wasn't one thing, it was another. So maybe within the next couple episodes, I'm gonna break down a few things. But until then, let's do energy check. Energy check. How you doing from 1 to 10? If this is your first time here, you already know what's up. If this is your first time here and you don't know what's up, we do energy checks. How you feeling inner wise? Walking on these earths and these planes. How you feeling? Me, I'm feeling like this. Nubs, no makeup on, barely making it to the camera. Girl, like lip already sweating because I'm stressing. Energy wise, I fake a good 5. I don't know. I'm just one of those people that don't wear their emotions on their sleeves. I'm gonna say that that's the most positive route of saying I don't show my emotions. Is I don't wear them out on my sleeves no more. I really did at one point, but get used and abused fucking with people like that, okay? So if you are feeling low like me, here we go. Here we're gonna go into some good old story time. We're gonna get into some good old stuff. So please hold it there. Mental health check. How you feeling from 1 to 10? Tuki, stop it. Not right now. No eating right now. Tuki. Mental health check. How you feeling? What's up? What's poppin'? Mentally, how we doing up here in the membrane? Me and Mac Miller asking. How you doing? Where you at? From 1 to 10. I've been at a solid 5. Rough times, okay? Rough times. Super thankful for everything that's going on, though, because you know what? In every hard time, there is a blessing. Can I say I was getting my ass whipped by a few things? Yes, we're going to get into it. Also, happy Women's Appreciation Month. This is for the girls. I'm a girls girl. If y'all don't know, I love the girls. Like, I live for the girls. How you doing? Shout out to Miss Wendy Williams, that documentary. I'm so sorry to see the evolution of Wendy Williams. Like, that is very sad. I used to get out of school and go watch Wendy Williams. She used to have all the drops on all the tea. And I'm a tea person. If y'all don't know, like, I do like entertainment. So on my time, I be watching all the ratchet TVs, and now that's TVs, all that good stuff. Like, I'm involved in the stuff. So it's really sad to see her karma or just the system work against her. And I'm not gonna get into my theories of what's going on, because that's not what this episode is about. Just know the black suits has something to do with it. Just wake up one day and now you got dementia. Your eyes bulging out your head. You had the little situation. I don't know if it was a seizure or fallout or pass out. That's what they say. But it's just weird. It's a great watch, though, if you guys are into all of that and you're also just into the evolution of someone. It's a great watch. I think they set that up to be in their best favor for the court systems, and they publicly sent it out to the world to see. So the feedback of the people have to be noticed and recognized as well. Just my opinion. Don't shoot the messenger. So when it comes down to Women's Appreciation Month, I wanted to give like a shout out to TLC, because they did not get the recognition that they deserved when they were together. And I just feel like that's crap. I feel like all of them were just so creative in the 90s, and they had so much to do with pop culture and what's going on in R&B and in soul, and just definitely for the 2000s babies and up. Like, these voices here, definitely, especially Left Eye. Like, I've been watching some documentaries and some conspiracy theories about how she died and everything like that. And it's just so crazy. Like, I came across the actual footage of, like, they were still recording in the car. And I could imagine in today's time, that was in like the 2000s. I could imagine in today's time how many kids are getting in accidents, or people are getting in accidents, and it's a film. Like, you can watch their death. Like, and another thing is, she didn't have her seatbelt on. So please be safe. Make sure y'all wear your seatbelt. Wear your seatbelt. And see, if I get into my conspiracy theories, listen up. Listen to this one. One time I went to Mexico, right? And the seatbelt, we get our rental car. The lady I was with, Auntie, shout out to y'all. But they were not being the nicest or pleasant, because, so they would just want to have this shit ready, and it wasn't just not ready to go. They wasn't not up to their standards or taste, and they were just not fucking with it right. And I get it. I didn't say nothing. But the car they ended up giving us, when we end up getting to going into the border, like when they like lift up this lever thing, my seatbelt was inside the seat. That was Ben trying to put it on because her mom, the auntie I was with, she was anal about like putting your seatbelt on, putting your seatbelt on. So I was trying to, but it was already in the seat. I was just like, oh well, whatever. I just didn't put it on. We get over to the border. We got these people, AKs, all this like bing, bing, bing stuff. You feel me? I'm just like, ooh. They say, give me, we asked for our passports, and they looking in the car, and they're like, she doesn't have her seatbelt. It needs to be $25 per person to get your passport back. Or you go down to the Coliseum. And I was like, Coliseum don't even see me. I don't even know what that place look like. Like, what we going over there for? Like, girl. So in my mind, just because they probably didn't like how we were handling them at the time, when we were just like, oh, these cars aren't up to standard and stuff. What if they gave us a car knowing that that's that dude car? You get what I'm saying? Like, when they see this at the border over there, they gonna know to stop this, because we gonna get some money out of these Americans since y'all wanna act so stush and too good, right? Imagine if that happened to that car, where that seatbelt and for the driver just did not work. So happily she gets the car, and so happily right before she comes and ends her trip, she is in a car accident on a slow back road, head-on collision. Like, that sounds kind of sketchy. You know, so shout out to TLC. Which one y'all like? So yeah, Women's Appreciation Month. I also have Aaliyah here too, because they like literally died like a year apart from each other. And I thought, don't disrespect it. No, it's real. We got fallen angels that as a creator, I just be feeling like, talk to them through my music. Yeah, so shout out to them. Shout out to the women that we appreciate in this month. I'm going to be trying to put a lot of women content, so that's going to be in appreciation to women. So all my little references and stuff, like shout out to Nicki Minaj for being able to headline Dreamville. I'll see you there. Anybody? Y'all like black, if you like the POC community festivals, Dreamville is the place to be. I've been third year in a row. And Dreamville, what's up? See you there. And Chris Brown. Like, I didn't want to say Chris Brown because it's Women's Appreciation, but he is headlining. Like, a lot of people did not. That's some controversy. A lot of people did not like Dreamville's lineup. And I say they're ungrateful. They don't see greatness when greatness steps in the fucking room. You hear me? Tighten up. Give me some goddamn passes to get back there and do some media, because these people is unappreciative. I'm appreciative. The lineup is... And I'm coming from Miami to go to North Carolina. Y'all talking about the lineup sucks. We waited this long for this. You know how long it probably took for them to secure Nicki Minaj and Chris Brown? Tighten up. Weird thought of the week. Laundry detergent. Number 1. Why, when it says 31 ounces, right? Tide. I'm going to shout out to Tide, because this is some fire ass shit right here. But y'all be trying it just like every other brand, so it's not just y'all, okay? You'll be like 31 ounces. However, this bottle should be 31 ounces. The bottle, correct? The manufactured bottle, because y'all saying it's 31 ounces. Why be down here? Why be down here? Is this 31 ounces? Because this bottle should be 31 ounces. And I mean, it should go up to here at least. At least. You be skimping me on my dollars. These things be expensive. That's why people want to go get your shit when it's buy one, get one free. Unpopular opinion. Because, and another thing, weird tip, weird thought. Y'all see that? It got like the loads and the numbers. That's how much soap we supposed to use. You only supposed to use like this much for one load. And I know I do. For one load, I be filling that thing up like that. And if I fill it all the way up, they say that's 5 loads. Now that I think about it, I think that's what it is, because it says 20 loads here. So I could see, I don't know. All I'm trying to say is, if you use the pods, think about it like that. As much as the pods look, start using that much. Buy the pearls, put the pearls in there, make you freshen even more. You'll be solid, bro. Tide. Another unpopular opinion. I really hate washing clothes, by the way. I wash them. Hate putting them things up. Like, I wish I can get so rich one day that I could just toss out clothes or give away clothes, because I don't want to wear them no more. I hate putting them up. and folding them. I don't want to do that. You know, when you get older, you just start learning of like your real downfalls. I think that's my main downfall. That's the only one I could really like say, damn, well, you still ain't changed that shit. Wanting to wash laundry. I think it's probably comes from the trauma of when I was a child. I used to have to do the household laundry. And then it was like, I don't like doing this no more. Like, I am no Molly the maid. Shout out to the Dragon Ball Z creator. He had passed away at the age of 68, Arika Toriyama. I just wanted to make sure I did not say that incorrect because I do not want to disrespect his name or his creation on his bed like that. Shout out to him. I love Dragon Ball Z. Do y'all remember when, like, definitely in America, when we used to have, like, just, like, the non-cable TV and, like, the staticky kind of TV, the one you got to, like, go to and you press the buttons? Well, you remember on Sundays when, like, Dragon Tales used to come on, or you used to watch PB&J's, Arthur, all of those things, but you first had to watch all the anime. You had to watch Dragon Ball Z, you had to watch Digimon, you had to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! You had to watch Ninja Turtles before we can even get to the shows that we really wanted to watch. I don't know if I'm mixing shows up on platforms, but I just remember multiple shows that I had to watch before we get to the good part. Algorithm was always there, bro. It just got larger. Black Mirror knows something. It's been in our face. Are y'all into Love is Blind? Oh my God. Oh my God. The moment when KD was like at the altar and she was like, no. And he's like, so here is a self-care tip that, you know, when you're like feeling traumatized emotionally, can get you through it.
Detached from someone within 24 hours. And this works for situationships, exes, literally anyone. You can detach from them so fucking quickly. Okay, this is advice that I've literally never shared with you guys, and honestly, I'm so excited for you right now. Okay, so the reason why we're attached to people is because of our belief systems, okay? Like, we believe we need them in our lives, at least to a certain extent, okay? And that's perfectly fine, but we want to shift that. So normally when we're attached to people, we are super fucking anxious about them, okay? Like, we are obsessing over them, and that's not cute. So in order to like break free from this like obsessive anxiety, this is what I would recommend. Okay, literally hop onto that video streaming platform, like, you know, the one with like the red and then the play button, that one, and look up overnight affirmations for anxious attachment styles. And literally play these overnight, okay? These are 8-hour long videos that you literally just play while you're asleep.
Just look up a meditation for you to sleep on through detachment styles or healing your DNA. Listen, when I tell you I was doing it for like a whole week straight because I just needed to purge the energy of being attached to certain people, theories, mentalities, egos. I just had to let it go, like even my own. So much other shit started to shred too, but at the same time, I found a new light in myself. So self-care tip and mental care tip, because it'll help you physically, because if you're not right mentally, physically, people can see it on you. Don't shoot the messenger, but people can see it. So make sure, you know, we get that shit together. Detach yourself from anything that you feel is just holding you down, holding you back, whether it's people, situations, or things. You got this. You can get through it. We gonna get through this, because shit, I got my own baggage that we about to talk about. You feel me? So within like letting it go and being detached, one tip that I can give to help you mentally is to write it out. Write that shit out and let it go. Put it in a letter. Put it in a letter, all your feelings, your emotions. Put it in an envelope. Put it in your drawer and leave it there. Months later, come back and look at it. When I look back at my old letters of the places I was in, I was like, damn, you're not there no more. And congratulate yourself for knowing the discipline that you had to put into letting things go, whether you care or not. Like, it hurts even more when you have to let something go that you give a fuck about, like deeply, emotionally, like in your corazón. So when you write that out, you read it, put it up, and let it be. And I always write out my issues. If it's another tip for people, be like, so what, I just write out everything that's going on? Yes, that's number one. Write till your fingers is about to fucking fall off, babe. But then how you end it, so you don't feel like a negative Nancy, because I felt like a real negative Nancy. I ended with where I want to be, what I see, what I want to see for myself, even if I can't see it right now. Speak over your life. You got the control over your life, babe. So yeah, we can let out the negative, but make sure when you pour it back into you got some crystal clear water, positivity. Because if not, yell out negativity and pull the plug. Shout out to Betty. We're going to get into the topic of basically, shout out to Elf. Because, I was talking shit last week talking about CarMax don't be working. So I had to get better because at least I'm trying to make it look shiny for the camera. That's why I keep putting more. But realistically, it's already moisturized. So let's get into the nitty gritty of why we're here today. Okay. I've been emotionally fucked. Just my head is just like, till this day, like that happened 2-3 weeks ago. And I'm still like just now like getting through that. And then it's still other shit on top of the shit. It's still shit on top of shit that is just like, it feels like I can't get a break. Like, meow. Like, why? I'm very blessed and I'm very thankful for how I've been handling it though. I can't complain about that. Like, baby girl has been in, okay? Seriously. But on the other end, I just feel like I was emotionally manipulated. But then at the same time, I don't want to say it's just one person. I could say it was a few of them in just different scenarios, different reasonings and seasonings. I just feel like, especially the men, not the women so much that I've dealt with, but the men, they have more motives. Like, they have ulterior motives, and they will, if they see that you're an emotionally intelligent person, but you're lacking in other, like, situations that they know you're in need of, they will kind of play on you, right? So today I want to talk about like people who are narcissistic as fuck and like self-centered as fuck. Don't see nothing but themselves. Don't give a fuck about nobody else but them fucking selves. And it makes you sick at night. And you really feel like you're going crazy in that you're making up these false illusions in your head when realistically, it's the next fucking person. It's like, how much accountability can one take before they just look at you like, it cannot just be me. This shit gotta be you, boo. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit just bugs me. It makes me itch. Like, this person and these couple people that actually did it, it made me look at them differently. Like, at one point, you're like such a like star. Like, oh my God, that pretty star. Like, how you gaze at the moon when it's beautiful and you're just like, wow, like, this is a beautiful human being, till this is all an illusion. You start now wondering, the world must be flat and the moon and the stars and everything must be built, because I don't think anything of what I'm going through is actually serious. Like, is this for real? Let's get into it. We got this woman therapist, right? She gonna talk, she gonna spit some shit.
Find someone to be a narcissist.
A narcissist is, let's talk about it in terms of sort of the key kinds of pillars, if you will. It's a person who lacks empathy, who's really entitled, meaning that they expect special treatment to be given to them, but nobody else. They're very grandiose. They harbor huge fantasies. They only want to affiliate with people they think are as cool or as interesting as they are. They're very superficial. They're very concerned about their appearance, the appearance of people around them. I always think of them as beautiful facades with not a lot behind them. They don't regulate their emotions very well. They're very prone to throwing tantrums, getting angry very quickly, especially if they don't get their way. And they can be really hypersensitive to criticism. They're willing to dole it out, but they absolutely can't take it. So those are some of the key elements we see in a person who...
We gonna run that back and we breaking that down today, because she said a whole lot of something. And I think we all deal with these type of people where in our lives where it's just like...
Narcissist is, let's talk about it in terms of sort of the key kinds of pillars, if you will. It's a person who lacks empathy, who's really entitled, meaning that they expect special treatment to be given to them, but nobody else. They're very...
entitled. The entitlement of the special treatment and love that they want to receive in life, but cannot give back to nobody. That shit is like, and that's why I dropped that episode. Go check it out right here. Love me in all my love languages. Like, don't do that. Don't, because I'm going to show up and I'm going to love you in yours. And I'm going to learn you. I'm going to understand you as a person. I'm going to see you. That's my new thing. I had told somebody that I was like, I see you. I see you. And when I say I see you, I mean, I'm seeing surpass the facade you're trying to build me right now. The image, everything, I see you as a spirit. I'm looking at you in your soul.
They harbor huge fantasies. They only want to affiliate with people they think are as cool or as...
They're very grandiose. They only deal with people who are cool or higher class than them so they can seem bigger and better than themselves. Listen, I get it. You are only as good as you can produce, and that's basically also about the types of people you put yourself around. I get it, I got it. But what type of love, what type of friends, what type of partners do you want? Do you want those same type of self-driven people? Do you remember this case when this white girl killed this black man down in Miami? I'm posted right here. And they're just this famous Instagram couple, and she killed the man. Toxic behind closed doors. Don't give a fuck about you. Calling you the ERs. You get what I'm saying? Like, gay? Like, why treat people in such a way when you know you don't expect or accept that in your life?
As they are, they're very superficial. They're very concerned about their appearance, the appearance of people around them. I always think of them as beautiful facades with not a lot behind them.
Beautiful facades, but not a lot behind them. Let me tell you something. That is something I just don't understand why people even allow that or do that to themselves. Like, don't paint me some fake picture. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Because the way I love, I'm going to see you. And then I'm going to call you out on it. And then you're going to want to cut me off because now I see you for real. I give everybody the benefit of the doubt when I know you. I give you trust from the start. I'm giving you the trust. I'm not the type of person you got to build up the trust with. But I'm smarter, so don't play with me. But in a way is what I'm saying. I still got my guards up in certain things. I'm not stupid, but I will give you trust. I'm not going to just say I can't trust you and I don't know you. There's people who will build up this image and it's like, that's not even you for real. Like, I know you. Why are you acting like this? For example, when I went through this situation with this person and I was on the phone with them and they were just talking, I was like, who is this person? Like, literally, it did not sound like him. Like, it was so disgusting. Let's get back to it.
Think of them as beautiful facades with not a lot behind them. They don't regulate their emotions very well. They're very prone to throwing tantrums, getting angry very quickly, especially if they don't get their way. And they can be
like, let's cut the shit, because I don't like when people do that. And I get it. I used to do it myself. I was spoiled bratty brat, and because that was the only way I felt like I was getting heard, that's what I did. So I get it, but check yourself before you wreck yourself, for real. Like, we are grown, we are adults, and if you're 18 and up, you're a growing adult. You need to learn fast. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, because you're gonna be fucking up opportunities, friendships, responsibilities, engagements, whatever it is, by you just being so goddamn self-centered and self-absorbed. And they can
really hypersensitive to criticism. They're willing.
That bugs me because you're so mean. You're so upfront. And this is just I can just think about. I'm not just talking about one person. You're all of this, but then when someone says something about you or check you or don't support you in a way or don't, whatever your picture was painted as, and they don't show up as that in your book, you're just like, how dare you? And it's like, okay, like, that doesn't make sense. Like, you only get what you give in these worlds. Some people I've learned, especially big energies, like alpha energies, that shit accumulates because we surpass little small things, you know. And for me, I'm learning not to just go past those small things so I don't have to get to a situation where it's accumulated into a bigger situation. That's stupid. But for me, I just learned, okay, boom, let me handle this. But for them big energies, they be needing to get knocked on their ass. And this is why big energies get knocked on their ass, is because you thought you was too good, your shit ain't stink. Sorry, but that's why some people are not so in uproar about the Wendy situation, Wendy Williams, which I feel like is kind of insensitive because she was just doing her job and she opened up a lot of lanes for people to do their job in podcasting to this day. You get what I'm saying? So we got to kind of give grace in people and what they do. Right? We can't just judge them as that. Even if they did terrible shit to get where they're at, not everything is forgivable. Trust me, I think Wendy did do some things that is just not forgivable for people. Got it. But empathy, give some.
To dole it out, but they absolutely can't take it. So those are some of the key elements we see in a person who's narcissistic.
And just because someone has one or even maybe two of those doesn't make them a narcissist.
In fact,
but can't take it. Like, don't talk to me like shit. Don't treat me like shit. And then if I come with that same energy, you feel away. This is hypocrisy. Like, don't do that. Because now I don't understand how you feel like you have so much authority over somebody else that how dare they come back at you. With me, I'm really big on it. Like, if whatever energy I come with, give back to me. So if I'm coming and I'm checking you, I'm going to expect you to come and check me back. I'm not like, oh, no, I'm going to expect it. And I'm ready for that. That's why I'm even brought this energy, because it's going to go toe to toe. But if I don't do this to you, never have I, never gave you that inkling. Why you coming like, Like, well, don't do me like I wouldn't do you. That's the fastest way to get me out your face. And then, like how she was saying, to be a narcissist, do you have to have one or two of these things or all of these things? Let's get into that. Let's see what she say.
I have 30 characteristics on my list. So we can go on a ways. I'm just giving you the highlights reel here.
So then how many would I have to be a narcissist?
I would say of that 6 I gave you, I'd expect to see all 6, really, to call someone narcissistic. And then the longer list, for example, they tend to be jealous. They engage in something called gaslighting, where they literally doubt your own reality, leaving you feeling like you've gone crazy.
See, the jealous thing, they could be either jealous or they want to not acknowledge no emotion at all. Like everything is a fucking joke or a game. Like because they know they are so sensitive and because they know how they can give a fuck and love, what they rather do is not give a fuck or love at all. And then make you feel crazy because, just because you feel this, just because I treat you this way, that don't mean that that's what it is. And then just miss everything about everything. And this is going for relationships, platonic, whatever. For me, it was someone playing in my face, making me feel like, am I doing this for no reason? Like, okay, listen. One thing about it, 2 things for sure. You ain't never got to tell me twice. After that, I was wash hands. And even when it was another guy that I was dealing with a while ago, and he was out of state, and I was just like, what's popping? Like, what's really tea? Could not really come through with it. You get what I'm saying? And it was just like, so you wasted my time, you gaslighted me, you did all of this for what? You lied and then trying to make me seem like I'm fucking crazy on the back end. Made my lips sweat. I'm telling you, people will really take it there. And that's just the part that makes me so sad and why I just end up going into a shell and just needing to like really recruit, because I just be like, how do people move like this? Like, why they intentionally do this? For me, anytime I ended up hurting somebody is literally with some truth. Definitely after my breakup, boy, everybody got hurt by truth. I didn't lie. I didn't deceive you. I didn't lead you. And then you ended up getting hurt because you didn't hear me. Just like how this last person could say, oh, you didn't hear me. Cool. But what I didn't do is lead on like how, but the manipulation be real. Let's see what she be talking about.
Don't tend to be very loyal. They do tend to throw temper tantrums. They get pleasure out of the misery of other people. They're kind of mean.
Let's explain gaslighting.
They're kind of mean. Like, stop being so mean and then making us feel crazy for you knowingly being mean, rude, malicious, and hurting people's feelings, especially if you know you're hurting someone emotionally. Like someone who's emotionally connected to themselves and very vulnerable and very open, transparent, and then you use words that you know is going to literally hurt that person. Like, that's sick. It's like your demon. Like, you can keep the demon time, actually. Like, I'd rather not deal with or intertwine with that type of energy, and my pH balance said enough. Once you start, like, certain women, like men, if a woman is dealing with you and you're not being honest with her that you're doing other things on the side, her body will tell you. Her body will tell herself, and she's gonna know instantly. You're lying through your teeth. Be careful. And ladies, if you don't know, if you're dealing with a man and he keeps knocking you off, get to the root of the issue, bitch. It could be a few things. We're not going to get into that, but just make sure you check on that.
A little more. What does that look like?
Gaslighting looks like, literally, like I said, when somebody kind of denies your reality. So you might say something like, I feel really sad that you said that to me. And they'd say something like, you have no right to say that. You have no right to feel that way. Or they'll say something, you'll have an argument with them, and they will have said something terrible to you a couple of days before. And you'll say, listen, when you said, and they'll say, I never said that. And so it's literally like they deny your reality. And when somebody says, I never said that, most normal people tend to question themselves.
Most normal people will start questioning themselves. Like, what the fuck is going on? So when I have these people like really like, but I hear you, but do we see the track record of how we even got built up to this space? Does any of that like equate? Like, this is why we have walking women in this world, like women who walk around with straight masculinity, straight logic, less emotion. It's because like with the people, and especially the men of today, it's like I cannot walk an emotional feminine lifestyle. No, I gotta move with like masculine, feminine, emotional, logic, alpha woman lifestyle to be saved by these pricks out here and these dirty dick motherfuckers. Anybody who gets me questioning myself on a deep level and that's not in a positive way and that makes me feel fucking crazy, You gotta go.
And so, in fact, I always say one of the ringers that you're in a relationship with a narcissist who's gaslighting you is you start feeling the need to voice record your conversations with them so you can play it back to them. I always say, once you feel like you need voice memos in a relationship, it may be time to get out.
We gotta go. Like, that's why I said, like, I don't even care. I can't even deal with somebody. If you got of those qualities, and I would say definitely like the gaslighting, the emotional manipulation, the mental manipulation, and also like, the gaslighting. Those three. If you do them big three right there and no accountability, count me out. Count me the fuck out. G shit. I don't care. I don't want I don't want a family that bad. I don't want kids that bad to deal with people like that and to lie and to manipulate. And what's so sad is I was talking to my homie about it, and he was just like, oh, but you have to be clinically proven to be a narcissist. And I said, yeah, but guess what? Do our people even go to the doctor? So how would they clinically get proven anything? These people not going to a psychiatrist. They don't think nothing's wrong with them. They think they're okay. So how can you go give that to somebody? How can you name that to somebody? Only the people who really know these people can really say that. Pow. Don't shoot the messenger. I said what I said. And I just be standing on my emotions. And I ain't have the energy nor the time nor the day to come up here and be. So all in all, if you need help, if you need to talk to someone, here is a hotline. Please go check it out. Get up out those situations. Like I was saying earlier, when you're not right mentally, people can see it physically. So you want to make sure you tune into that and get yourself right and take accountability in your own actions and who you are and how you can do better. And that is by leaving and dismissing negativity. Nobody deserves to be gaslit. Nobody deserves to be verbally abused. Nobody deserves to have narcissistic tendencies themselves or dealing with it within a partner or a friendship. We ain't got to be mean. We ain't got to do that with each other, Check yourself before you wreck yourself at all times in the days. It was really hard to get on here. Like, I could see how people could quit this shit for real. Like, I get it. Like, it's like I'm devoted to you guys in such a way that I take a responsibility and accountability in what I release, what I give out to the public. Like, I check myself before I wreck myself all the time. And I had one of my homies actually tell me, like, yo, like, tune into that, like, dig in. Like, don't give up when you feel that, like, let that out. Like, that may be a reason 2 or a season 2. And I feel that, but then at the same time, I in my growth process, because I used to be so, like, I check, like, I literally, like, stop, reanalyze my feelings, my emotions, see why I feel this way, give myself a day to, like, cool down from being upset and then responding to things. Like, that's one of my biggest growth spurts, like, So just in general, like, give yourself grace in these times. Even when you're dealing with people, you have a big heart, you love hard. Give thanks that you ain't changed in such a tough world, Like, stay pure, stay light. Like, don't let nobody dim you, for real. Like, on God, it's not worth it. I just want to let you know I see you, boo. I see you. I appreciate your energy, and I hope you have a great day, because I love you. Y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all check out the last episode with Ty Wealthy. It's on ChatGPT, and it's on AI and how AI can change your life. Get into it. You know what it is. Thank you for tuning in. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Shout out to Endless Apparel. Get into it. It's complicated to love you, okay? Here's the Instagram. Go check them out. This jacket is so fwy. I ain't even gonna hold you. All right, later.